Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I want to talk with you about my wig journey, where I am at right now, and first but foremost about my love-hate relationship with synthetic fibers. If you're interested in what I have to say, then stick around and let's get started. Well, as you can see, it's Christmas time, the end of the year, and I thought, why not wear something auburn reddish for a change, because I also love this color a lot. But then I realized that my lipstick doesn't go well with that color at all. But the reason is I've been blonde until 10 minutes before I started filming, and I was too lazy to change the color of my lipstick, so you will just have to do with that look. But anyway, it's Christmas, and instead of doing another review, although I still have 3 to 4 more pieces from my collection I want to show you, I thought we'd do something else and have a little chat about my wig journey and where I'm at right now and what my plans are regarding wigs for next year, and also my thoughts about synthetic fibers, which I have, like I said, a love-hate relationship with, and that sometimes and more times drive me nuts. So I'm sitting in a comfortable chair. I hope you're also cozy. Grab a cup of coffee or a mug of tea, and let's dive right in. So, as everyone, probably, I also have some New Year's resolution for the next year. And one of my goals, which I hope to achieve, is to buy less wigs. I mean, I've been trying to do that for a while and it didn't work out so well. So I still hope it will get better. Although I then will have even less content for my channel, but I've spent way too much money for wigs in the past couple of years. If I sum up the whole amount, which I haven't done, I could, because I have a list of every wig I ever bought and the price, but I just never had Excel calculate the sum. But I'm pretty sure that would give a really nice car or a couple of beautiful vacations. So I better not do that. Because let's face it, I have more than enough wigs and I keep wearing the same ones, like 5, 6, 7, 8 styles over and over again. And then I have some that I hardly wear or just wear every 2 or 3 months maybe. And others sit in their box and I hardly ever wear them, but I still love them and can't get rid of them because they're just too beautiful and I want to keep them. But I definitely have more than enough wigs, and also those of you who've been wearing wigs for a while, not the ones who just started out, but all the others, probably also know that wigs and wig wearing can also turn into an addiction. And I have to admit, I'm addicted as well, and I try to get rid of that addiction and the urge to have every new style I love that comes out. And I think what I have developed over the years is a good sense of what I might love, what I might not like, what would suit me, what wouldn't suit me in terms of style, cut, and so on. And so I don't buy that many that I don't like anymore and have to sell again or try to sell. Sometimes you just can't get rid of them, even though you price them so low, but still nobody wants them. And so that is one of the big goals for me, not to buy that many wigs, because there are so many other things I would love to do and have more money for, like traveling. I've just been on my very first cruise and absolutely loved it, and now I want to go again next year, of course, and probably more than once. But we all know it's not that cheap. So there's definitely other ways I would be willing to spend my money than just on wigs. But the one thing that is a big goal as well, for even for the end of this year and for the beginning of the next year, is to get a new human hair wig. I had one before, which was fabulous. I've shown it to you, it was from Wixi. It came from China, and the quality was really superb. The hair quality was absolutely amazing, super soft, didn't tangle at all. I absolutely loved it. The only problem was the cap didn't fit me because I didn't really look into the cap design of those different handmade caps for human hair wigs and didn't realize that the regular size M wouldn't fit me that well because I have a petite average head, and this one ran way too big for my head, and so I had to take in the adjusters to the max, which then was starting to put pressure onto my ears and was so uncomfortable. I just wasn't able to wear that anymore, and I didn't want to start cutting the cap and adjusting it. So I sold it again, and now I'm trying to figure out what human hair wig to buy. I have narrowed it down to a couple of them, and I still have to decide if I want to go for one of those no name, at least in our wig world, where we have the big name brands, one of those no name wig brands that specialize in human hair wigs and have great quality as well. Or if I want to go for one which just came out by Raquel Welch, which is called Athenian Adventure. With the Raquel Welch, I have the advantage that I know it's a regular cap that will fit me well. I can just plop it on and I'm good to go. And also, I'm very sure I'm going to love the color because this one is available in the new color that is very close to Shaded Biscuit, my favorite color of all. And it's called Shaded Biscuit something. I don't remember, but it's also the color code is a little bit different, but it's supposed to be the human hair version of Shaded Biscuit and very close. So also the pictures I've seen look amazing, and I'm very sure I would love that color. But of course, this one is quite a little more expensive, although the hair quality in comparison isn't the same. It's not Remy human hair, but I'm sure it's a good quality. Of course, it's a good price for the quality and the color and everything in the cut. I'm sure it's superb. And like I said, I might still get that one. But there are also some others from other manufacturers that have a fabulous lace front and mono top and look amazing. I have no idea how the hair quality is going to be from those, but they also look really great and are much less expensive. So I might also get one of these. And I would say because the Athenian Adventure is out of stock right now and will be available again in March, according to Raquel Welch Wigs. At the latest, in March or April, I will be able to show you my new human hair wig. Now, it's not that long ago that I made a video about the difference between human hair wigs and synthetic fiber wigs, and nothing really has changed. Everything is true, I said in that video, and I'm going to link it for you if I remember up here or otherwise at the end of the video in case you haven't seen that and you're not sure between the advantages and disadvantages of both fibers. But the main advantage of human hair, especially if you love to wear long hair, which I love at the moment, is that it hardly tangles and knots and gets frizzy at all. And it also lasts really long. I've heard from other wig wearers recently that they have wigs that are older than 10 years and still look like brand new and wear beautifully if you care for them properly, of course, which is the same with synthetic. The more and the better you care for them, the longer they will last. But human hair wigs, of course, will definitely last longer. But the downside, of course, is that if you want anything else than straight, you will have to style them. And probably style them every time, or at least before every second or third wear, and will have to curl them and so on. And so they definitely are more maintenance than synthetic fibers, but on the other hand, heat-defined synthetic fibers are very high maintenance as well. And if you love long hair like me, you will also love a human hair wig, since it just moves and wears fabulously and hardly tangles at all. But until then, I will definitely also have a new Raquel wig I can show you very soon. It has also been back ordered, but it's available now. It's probably going to arrive after Christmas, but I suppose in January I will be able to show it to you. But now let's talk about my love-hate relationship with synthetic fibers. Now, like I said, right now I only have synthetic fibers. I don't have a human hair wig right now, which hopefully is going to change soon. But I've been wearing wigs for a very long time, and I used to have human hair in the past as well, but the quality wasn't that good. And I also wore synthetic fiber wigs that weren't from the big name brands before I switched and started wearing these name brand wigs. And my very, very first name brand wig I ever had was a Noriko, and it was regular synthetic fibers, and it held up beautifully. It was the only wig I wore at the time every single day, and it held over half a year, and it's still wearable, although I had a little misfortune with heat and burned some fibers, not to a huge degree. I can still wear it, but then I don't wear synthetic fibers anymore, and that style neither. But I have to say, when it comes to regular synthetic fibers, Noriko and Rene of Paris really are at the top of the game. They have absolute beautiful fibers that are workhorses, as they say, and you can wear them forever and they will look fabulous. They're not as shiny as most other regular synthetic fibers, and I just love them. But then came a point where I started hating regular synthetic. So nowadays I won't wear regular synthetic anymore. I sold all the ones I had and I just have heat-defined synthetic fibers now. And regarding the longevity, can you say that, of fibers? The regular synthetic, of course, will endure longer. It takes longer with regular synthetic before they start fraying and frizzing and tangling, depending on the length too, of course. If you have long hair, they also will tangle, but the fibers will stay nice longer than with heat defined, of course. But the positive with heat defined is you can use heat and get them back to looking like brand new in no time, as I always say. All it takes is a little bit of heat and you can smoothen out the ends and they will look and feel like new again, which is fabulous, but it's also super annoying that they really start tangling and fraying and clumping very soon. Of course, if you have shorter styles, everything to approximately chin length will be fine. You will hardly have any problems with these. But if you love longer hair like me, then you will definitely encounter the fraying and tangling and clumping and frizzing very, very soon. And this is something that really drives me insane. And I also have the feeling that it starts happening sooner and sooner with the new styles. How about you? Have you encountered this as well? Do you also think that the new styles that are coming out now start tangling and fraying faster than they used to a couple of years ago? Please let me know in the comments below. I would really love to know and get your feedback and hear your thoughts. Now, the good thing, of course, is that the manufacturers keep coming out with new fibers, and they really make an effort to develop a fiber that mimics human hair really well. Unfortunately, they haven't succeeded so much yet, but I still hope they will find something that is better than what we have now. Now, Beltress were the first to come out with new fibers, but with their fibers, I'm not sure if it was the best idea to change from the old fibers to the new fibers, because in my personal opinion, the old fibers were better than the new ones. I mean, it's not that I don't like the new fibers at all, but I think when it comes to tangling and fraying and so on, the old fibers were better and more durable. And I think it's a pity they discontinued so many styles, colors, and the old fibers. And of course, they came out with hundreds of beautiful new styles and also beautiful new colors. Now, after Beltress, the next one was Tresillure, who came out with new fibers, which are great, I have to say. They are really good. But of course, they also tangle and fray after a while. It takes longer than with the old fibers, that also weren't that bad, the heat-defined fibers. But, you know, the problem is still there. No matter how they call their fibers and how they are built, and trying to mimic human hair, but it's not human hair. And then, last but not least, Hair You Wear or Raquel Welch wigs came out with a new fiber, which is also fabulous, and I have to say it also stays beautiful and nice longer than the true to life fibers, which I also like. But the new fibers also respond very well to heat, so you can repair them with heat in no time. They're really good, but of course they're also not as human hair. But it's really almost, I would say, impossible to create a synthetic fiber that acts like human hair, because if you have a very close look at a single human hair under an electron microscope, is it called like that? I hope so. You will see that the hair in close-up looks horrible. It looks like it's frayed to the bone, but actually it feels super smooth. And what we see is the cuticle layer of a hair. And this is actually what helps so that human hair doesn't tangle or hardly tangles at all. And if it tangles, it's never as bad as synthetic fibers when they tangle. And this is like a wonder of nature, and I'm pretty sure it will be almost impossible to recreate this with synthetic fibers. So we will probably have to continue dealing with the fact that synthetic fibers will keep tangling and fraying and clumping and not moving beautifully like human hair. But on the other hand, they're much cheaper than human hair. And before you can buy one human hair wig, you can get 3 or 4 good quality synthetic wigs that look just as great and realistic as the human hair, but of course need much more maintenance, at least when it comes to tangling, than the human hair wigs. And even Frank Campanella, the chief designer of Raquel Welch Wigs, who is just so nice and lovely, and whom I had the honor of meeting this year, you've probably seen the video, recently said that heat-defined wigs really need heat after every wear to keep feeling beautiful. And I have to agree. If it's not after every wear, I would say after every second or third wear, after a while at least, when they're brand new, they're always beautiful and move beautiful, look beautiful, and don't tangle, of course. But like I said, more and more styles, not from Raquel Welch, but especially also from other brands, really start tangling very fast. Even on brand new wigs, I've had it in the past that they started tangling on the very first wear, and I think this just can't be true. Don't you agree? And for example, the one I'm wearing here, which is the Delight by Ellen Wille, it's heat defiant, and I have it in 2 colors. And I also have it in Platinum Blonde Rooted, and that one is a tangle monster. It tangles like hell every time you wear it. But this one here, in the beautiful Rosewood Rooted, is much better and tangles much less. Now this is also newer, so I can't say if it's from a different badge and that is the reason why, or if it's the color, that blondes tangle much faster than dark fibers. If it's the color, I have no idea, and I really can't tell. I can just tell you that there is a difference between the 2 wigs when it comes to tangling. And still, I absolutely love this style. Now, I really have to wrap up this video because my battery is dying, but I think I covered everything I also said in my German version, which I filmed before that. So I'm really keen on hearing from you on your thoughts about synthetic fibers. Do you agree? Which ones do you prefer? And do you also hope they will improve with time? Or do you have any other wishes that you would like me to pass on to the manufacturers? Because I still message with Frank sometimes from Raquel Welch. And when we met, he also asked me about any wishes I had, about anything they're missing. And I told him that my favorite color ever of all brands is Shaded Biscuit. But of course, other brands also have beautiful blondes. And there are 1 or 2 shades that Raquel doesn't have in their line yet. and he wanted to have a look at them, and let's just see what happens. If they come out with a new blonde and it looks familiar, I will know that I was the one who told him and will, of course, let you know. All right, now, like I said, I have to wrap this up. Now, this is probably going to be the last video before Christmas if I post this next week. It's the Friday before Christmas, so I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have wonderful, joyful holidays with your loved ones, a couple of wonderful days off with great food and love and presents and everything. And in case we don't see each other next week, I hope you get into the new year well. Now, in case you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future videos. And as you all know, there's a new one coming out almost every Friday. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Right now, and first but foremost, about my oh my god. Oops. You will have to do with that look. I have some that are in the closer so, yeah, oops, and now with Frank sometimes from So, like I said, here's my video where I give you the pros and cons of human hair and synthetic fiber wigs. And here I will either link another video, or I will let YouTube choose a video for you, or I might also add my channel subscription button.